Hey, Junction City Today fans, thanks for joining us. I am Craig Bielik, your host. That you probably see too much of me. We're going to get another host someday. We really are. We really are. No, we've got plenty of hosts, and I'm happy that you guys have joined me today because I've got Mike and Joe Naylor. Same last name, related in any way?
Yeah.
We're brothers.
Oh, okay, you're brothers. That's pretty related.
That's pretty.
It is.
I think.
I'm the handsome one and the smart one. Joe got neither of those traits.
I drive him around.
Oh, okay. I like that. You can tell you guys are brothers. Yeah, thanks for joining us on Brother TV today. Well, actually, we're here to talk about online marketing. And believe it or not, these two guys right here are experts. And they are willing to help you. And we're going to go through the whole thing. We're going to start soup to nuts, as they say in the online. Do they still say that?
Soup to nuts? Well, he says it all the time.
Yeah,
Do I say that
all the time?
Okay.
There with WSI Online Solutions. Here's the website, by the way, before we get much farther, right there. And we're going to talk about why you guys are saying stand out with WSI. First off, give me a little bit about of your background. You guys grew up in this area? Were you educated here? How did you get into what you're doing?
Yeah, we're both from here. We grew up mainly in Bountiful.
Right. Okay.
Spent some time in Idaho.
Right. You had passports.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we, I don't know, spent all our time getting in trouble and whatever. And then we grew up and
Right.
did a lot of stuff.
Right.
Tell us how you got here, Mike.
So, so I've always loved it in Utah, but I wanted something more exciting. So I joined the Army in 2005 and pretty much have been gone since then. So I took my family. We lived all over the world. We went to Italy. We went to Germany a lot. I was stationed in Afghanistan a few times. And being deployed is kind of hard on a family, and so we decided we wanted to take a break from that and find some place to sort of settle down. We thought coming back home would be the right answer, so
and
we came back
you
here.
Are. And so you guys started an online marketing firm.
Right.
Is that a good way to describe this?
Yeah. Yes, I would say, yeah, digital marketing or online marketing.
Right. And I'll bet a lot of you out there right now are going, what in the heck is that? I mean, what does it mean to market yourself online? I mean, it's super easy. You get a website and you're done.
Right, that's all it
If you build
takes.
it, they will come. They just flock in by the millions,
It's
right?
easy. That's why every business you launch online succeeds.
Right. Yeah, right. Right. Boy, some of the biggest companies in the world have been burned by that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So how do you guys help? Let's say I'm a guy and I do, I don't know, stitching for hats or something like that.
Yeah.
And I want to market myself and I've got a website. It's I think it's nice. Is it nice? Is that one of the things you do is?
Yeah, so the first thing we normally do with somebody is we'll do some research on their site. We'll take a look at it and decide if it is not just beautiful, but also technically sound, and make sure it works properly. We can go over it and look at, with some of the psychology that we've studied, we can look at whether or not it makes people more or less likely to buy your product, for instance.
Right.
So that's some of the easy help that we help with up front with what your website looks like.
Right.
After that, just because you have a beautiful site doesn't mean it's going to be found. Just because you build a beautiful store doesn't mean anyone's going to drive by, right?
Right.
So a big part of what we do is we help people to set up their website just so that it's easy to be found on the internet.
Because there's tricks, and most people out there don't understand that the content on your website actually lends to the searchability, right?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks that when you're searching and you put a name in there and you put, I don't know, pollywogs or something like that. A lot of people buy pollywogs. But they think that...
My collection is going to be worth
that it's going to
someday.
be, if you've got pollywog in your name, then that's it. That's all it's going to be. But it's way more complex than that, right?
Right. Well, to some degree that is true, where if your website mentions it, that it's going to be more likely to be found for that.
Right.
But because there's just so much content out there now, what's important is to find some way to make your website stand out.
Right. And that's important. A lot of people work full-time job, but then they also have a side hustle. They've got something else. They're selling a niche product or something like that.
Yeah.
And they want to get the word out, and they've built a website, and that's where you guys step in.
Yeah.
Right. So go ahead.
So I was just affirming. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
So when you think about how you find a website, most people find it by looking on Google,
Right.
And some people search on Bing or other, but Google is the biggest place where people search for a website. And when you go to Google and you put in something, you expect it to give you an answer that's relevant to what you're searching for.
Right.
So a big part of what we do is help a business to make it obvious to Google that their website is the right answer.
Right.
So if I want to go and find whatever, an HVAC pro in Davis County, and the guy who is the best HVAC pro in Davis County needs to have a website that makes that obvious to Google. So we'll make some changes, we'll make sure and add some content, and also optimize it so that, because Google's a machine, we need to optimize it so that the machine can easily read it and make sure that content available.
I can see that being valuable, especially in our world today, because a lot of people start a business and they come up with some really zippy kind of fun name that might not even relate to anything. You know, we're Scooby Z's, you know, and, well, what's that? Well, we're bicycle pumps, you know, and it's like, well, how do you find that? And that's how you guys help out.
And one challenge we have is marketing brand new products, because when people go to Google, they don't know what to search for to find a brand new product. And so a lot of times we have to think of things that are similar enough so that someone searching for something similar will think of it. For instance, one of our clients invents an amazing product that makes it easy to plug your dryer into the wall. I know you've probably attached a dryer vent. Yeah, he's a company right here in Ogden, a great company, great family-owned, the local business. Wow. And the problem that he was up against is people don't even know his product exists. Right. I mean, I've never searched for that, and I have that problem. I actually have that problem. So what we do is we try and find similar nearby search terms, like people who are moving are going to want to know about that product. People who are buying a new dryer, landlords are going to want to know about that product. So we try and build the website such that it attracts all of that traffic in order to solve that problem. Okay. And are you guys also well versed, and is it something you offer to like retargeting? So retargeting, folks, is when like you search for dryer vents and then you can't find what you want, but a little later you're looking on Amazon or Facebook or something like that, and all of a sudden right in the corner there's that little ad for dryer vents, and you're like, hallelujah, I was looking for that. And you go over there. Actually, hopefully you're hallelujah, right? On that. Do you do that?
Oh, yeah. And that's actually one thing that sets us apart from some other marketing, especially people who do SEO, which is the optimizing for Google and things like that. One thing that sets us apart is that we do any kind of online marketing. So we do optimize for Google, but we'll also do retargeting like on Facebook or on LinkedIn or other social networks where it's appropriate. And it really depends on what audience you're trying to reach, what people you're trying to get to buy your product, or the people who are most likely to.
Wow. Right. Well, and we've been talking small businesses, but just because you're a big business and you're successful, don't think you've got this nailed, right? I mean, you could get a lot better, and you may even have people on your staff, but why not get somebody from an outside firm to come in and look at it with the outside eye, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
The main thing that we provide is that a lot of the things we do, you could do on your own. Right. Maybe you have some knowledge and you could make some efforts in it, but for most business owners and businesses, they do not have the time. Right. And so a main thing that we do is we are able to take that total weight off their shoulders and solve this problem for them so they can focus on what they know best. Right. Business owner knows how to run the business. No one else can do that. Go out and make your turnovers. Exactly. Let us take care of all this other stuff. Exactly. Exactly right. Although they're not called turnovers anymore. I went to a pastry shop the other day and it was called a hand pie. Hand pie. Yeah, and I had a peach hand pie, and it was terrific. And you know what, guys? Stop me in the community and ask me where this is, because they were really good. The hand pies?
Why would they call it a hand pie?
Because you can hold it in your hand.
I don't know.
I guess so.
Whereas a regular pie,
I don't know.
Do people with bigger hands have to
So what would your advice be? Call it a turnover or call it a hand pie? Or?
Well, if you want to be found on Google, you'd want to mention both of them on your website.
Yeah. There you go. See, that's why you have these experts. Now I want a hand pie. See, you guys started this, and I can't stop it. My guests are Joe and Mike Naylor, and you're watching Junction City Today. This is their website, standoutwithwsi.com, and that's what they want to do. They want to take your website, they want to make it stand out on the World Wide Web. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's like a couple of dozen sites on the World Wide Web. I mean,
there's at least
and you need to stand out. Do you guys have any idea? Does anybody have any idea how many websites there are?
If I told you the numbers, they wouldn't mean anything to you.
Right.
So we know there's at least 100 billion clicks a day on the World Wide Web.
Wow.
There's 3 exabytes of information that's generated every single month.
exabytes.
Right?
That's a lot of bytes.
Well,
That's
come
a technical
on,
term for a lot of bytes.
That's something you guys are making up. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, you guys are going to want to be exabyting those hand pies really fast because they're delicious. Give these guys a call. Check out their website. Nice guys. I'm sure they will be able to help you. Thanks for joining me on Junction City today. Joe, Mike Naylor, WSI Online Solutions. They're going to do it for you. Don't let Craig do it for you, especially when he's thinking about hand pies.
That's right. Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, guys.